What's up, guys? Jay back with another action figure review. But before we start, if you like your reviews unbiased and real, do me and Michelangelo a favor, hit that subscribe button and check out the other videos on this channel because that is what we do. And also check out the Action Figure Geek subreddit, man. It's the best sub for collectors, so go ahead and check them out. Happy Halloween to everyone, even though it's long gone. I'm late as usual. Today we are checking out the Neca Halloween Curse of Michael Myers and also the Candyman Farewell to the Flesh action figures. The Halloween figure is an ultimate, and I gotta say, man, both of these are my horror icon favorites, like top two, I think. I've wanted this Candyman figure for a while. I finally got my hands on it, and I had some real bad shipping issues with the other horror icons I was trying to get for my Halloween special, so that's why I'm bringing this to you late and why it's only these two. But I really love that I got this Candyman figure. RIP to Tony Todd. And then this Halloween Curse of Michael Myers, not the best Halloween movie, but I really think this might be my favorite Michael Myers action figure right now. And we're going to check both of these out. And we should probably start with the packaging. The Candyman figure came from 2020. It came out in 2020 is when it was released, or 2019, I think. And you have the regular clamshell packaging, I think they call it. They don't really do this anymore, but they use that for this figure. It's not an ultimate. Again, on the back you have really good photography of the figure, and then the Halloween packaging. I love this packaging because I think this poster is like one of the greatest horror posters of all time. The 90s has some really good horror posters, and we see it here on this box. I think it's very collector friendly and just all around a great image on the front. On the back, Neca, of course, again continuing with the great photography. We have some images of the actual toy itself and a lot of accessories, and we're gonna talk about that. On the side here you have the Halloween Curse of Michael Myers logo, I guess you would call this the icon of this movie. It's the 6th film, and again, not the greatest, but when you open up the flap on the left here, you see another posed image of Michael Myers, and then on the right, the figure itself. All those accessories. Woo. Let's jump right into the figures. Okay, so I'm going to start with Candyman. This one is really good. It's not great, but please keep in mind this is an older figure. Like I said, 2020 is when this was released, so it's kind of worn, but not in that old school worn way. It's just kind of dated. Very interesting. And this is one of the few NECA figures I think uses soft goods really well, or at all. And for Candyman, I think that's like the only real way to portray his coat. It's iconic, and it has to be soft goods, and I wonder if that's why NECA has not done an ultimate Candyman figure yet. But anyway, yeah, so he's wearing this beautiful coat, and as you can see, he's wearing like these checkered kind of chef looking pants. He's got a black belt, and he's got this kind of white scarf around his neck. And really jumping into the articulation, I'm not going to say there is a lot of articulation for this figure. He has his hook here, and we're going to talk about the hook in a little bit, but I wish the hook was a little bit better looking. It doesn't look that official. It's just kind of like flimsy, but it is painted very well, and it has like these cool nails sticking out of it. Arm articulation is kind of basic. I kind of wanted him to be able to swing his arm all over the place, but it's very kind of doll like. And again, when you open up his jacket here, you get a closer look at his attire, his wardrobe. It's very well done. He has that white button shirt kind of tucked in, and then going up to his head, as you can see. Now this, side note, I don't know if this is a knockoff or not, man, because the official images of this figure, the eyes are a lot darker and just look a lot more like Tony Todd. But then I'm seeing all these other images that people have online where it looks like mine, so I don't know. But that is the articulation you get on the leg. Of course, it is not double jointed, but it can hike up about that much. You can get his knee to jump that much. On the side here, he has a black shoes, painted very well. Not a lot of articulation on this shoe. It kind of just swivels a little bit back and forth, but again, painted very well. No socks, apparently he was rocking them sockless. But the coat, I think, is my favorite part of this entire piece. Once you close it and just look at it from afar, like, yeah, that looks just like Candyman. I think the coat is literally what makes this. The hook, again, the hook would have made it, but unfortunately I think they failed on the hook, but we'll talk about that. Now, jumping into Michael Myers, I think this figure is my favorite Michael Myers figure, and I have the Mezco Halloween 2 Michael Myers. This might beat it. Articulation is not great, but something about it, man, this thing just looks really good. I think this Michael Myers costume and mask is one of my favorite of all of them, even though, like I said, the movie is not that great. As you can see, he's wearing this kind of grayish bluish jumpsuit. I want to say it looks very like faded out, though. I think that's what they were going for, like a washed out color. Looks very cool though, painted and sculpted perfectly. The head mask, as you can see, or the head sculpt, which is a mask, is painted perfectly. The hair is very like kind of spiky. Yeah, it's just a really great looking figure, man. You can kind of see those dead eyes looking at you through that William Shatner mask. And again, the paint job, as you can see, the camera I don't think does it justice. It's not coming out well on camera, but the paint job is amazing. Even the way they did the hair, the blend of the blacks and the browns in the hair is just like perfectly done. Pretty good weight to it. It does feel kind of heavy and official, which I think it should. It's a 7-inch figure, 7.5-inch figure, so it's supposed to feel very sturdy. And all around, again, this is a figure you're just gonna have posed. It's almost like statue-like. Like NECA is really good at making statue-like figures that are very well articulated. Head tilts up about that much, not a lot, but I think it's good enough for a serial killer. You can't twist his head around to the right, but you can kind of twist it if you force it to the left. It's not very smooth, but it does go all the way around. As far as arm articulation, I think it's like double jointed. It's a very interesting double joint. I like how they made it kind of fit into the overalls. It's very clever. I like that. So it does look good. You get a nice amount of range. You head down to the hand. It does do the regular basic kind of swivel back and forth all around. The wingspan's about that much. You could lift his arm about that much. He stretches out, and then you can kind of bend it in. And I think that's pretty good. I think for Michael Myers, that is pretty good. It's not perfect. You don't get no high thigh swivel or anything like that, but you do. He can kind of stretch. And then, of course, the knee is not double jointed. It's single jointed. But you do get a good, like a little bend, a little range. He can kind of high kick or medium kick, not high kick really. And then you can bend it back about that much, have it kind of at an angle. If you want to have him on a stand looking like he's jumping off of a building or jumping onto something. But this is Michael Myers. He doesn't have to do too much. Full swivel on the shoe. It goes all the way up and down and around. Again, no thigh swivel really. And the waist is very limited. He's not going to be able to spin around because the overalls are just like one plastic unit. But yeah, he just looks great, man. And even with the weapons in his hand. Jumping into the accessories now. Again, this head sculpt's for Candyman. I don't know. They just don't look great to me. But I do like this one. This one is definitely my favorite of the two with the bees all over it. And the bees look very well sculpted. They're kind of sticking out. I like that they're not only in and coming out of his mouth, but they also have the two kind of just on either side of his face. Painted very well. But again, I don't know why this one that I got just does not look that much like Tony Todd or the pictures on the internet. Then we have what I think is my favorite part of it is the chest piece. When he opens up his chest and you see he's getting like devoured by these bees and the candy. So that's what this is representing. And you see it's kind of shiny. You take these two and kind of bend them back, these four pieces, and you put them over his stomach, which I'll show in a minute. And yeah, this figure just looks really great, man. I think it's definitely not an action figure. But it's cool to have it just chilling. And accessories for Michael Myers. This is my favorite part, man. And this guy has so much accessories, and you can use these with any horror figure, which is why I love getting horror figures, because their weapons and all their accessories can just be used with everybody. Now, this is the sign. This is from the movie, the Schroed Realty sign. This thing is supposed to be like cardboard, mock cardboard, but of course it's made of plastic, and it has a thing on the back where you kind of just like clip it onto the sign itself. And I think it's just like a good addition. It's not really an accessory for him, but he looks cool posing in front of it and posing behind it and all of that. Then we have a bunch of hands. He's got some different hands. They're mostly all gripping hands, to grip his many weapons. And then I think one pair is like open. Not this one though. This one I believe is for the knives and for his machete looking thing. But those are the hands. Then, as usual, with any Michael Myers figure, you're probably going to get a pumpkin. He's got this very cool looking pumpkin. And while it's not the best pumpkin I've gotten with a Michael Myers figure, I do like it. The candle's fake lit. Then we have this, man. I think this thing's amazing. I'm going to pose him with this mask. It's the green goo all over his face, I think, from like the needles. I haven't seen the film in a while, so I don't really remember. But yeah, this thing just looks good on his head, man. Both of the head sculpts look really good, but this one, I think, with this green acidy looking stuff coming down, looks even better. Next, we have what they're calling the removable mask. This would probably look better if someone else is holding it. It probably would look weird if Michael's holding it. We have sacrificial candles. This goes with the whole cult theme of the movie. I guess these were in the background. We have the bag of runes, which is what the cult used to control Michael. So it's funny that it even comes with this, or he comes with this. We have a bundle of syringes. He can hold this, and I think this, if I remember correctly, this is the green glue that's on his face. I don't remember. I think so. I like this. This could definitely be used with a lot of different horror figures to just make some weird looking sci-fi set or something like that. Then we have kitchen knives, and this is the Michael Myers signature. He has to have these, so I'm happy it came with 2 in case you lose one. Very good that he has both of these kitchen knives. And they're not bloody or anything, they're just clean, and I like that best. This machete though is bloody. We have a bloody machete, and I think the bloodline just looks so fake, so I don't like the blood on this, but it is there. Bloody machete. Then we have the axe. The axe has like some brown dirt on it, I think, so I like the axe. It looks a lot more realistic than other axes I've seen Neca put with some of their horror icons. We have a bloody crowbar, and I think this also looks very realistic and can be used with any figure. It's literally blood painted or stained on it, and I think that blood looks really realistic compared to the machete. So very good to have this. Yeah, man, so a lot of really good accessories that are like specific to him and to this movie Halloween 6. So it's cool that they came in all of those. He really looks cool also behind and in front of this home realtor sign. It's very good. And just a lot of accessories. I wish that Candyman came with more. But before we wrap this up, let's check out some height comparisons with these guys and some other figures. All right, man, Michael's going to be a 5 out of 5 score for me, man. I think this one is perfect. I wouldn't change anything. The articulation, of course, could be a little bit better, but Michael, he's perfect. I love this figure. Candyman is 4 out of 5. I'm happy with him. It is what I expected, and he just looks really good posed with any of these horror icons, especially with him standing in the middle like the Godfather. I love it. I just wish he came with more accessories, man. But hey, guys, thanks for watching. Do you have these figures? Did you enjoy your Halloween? Am I gonna have another Halloween review coming out? Probably not, man. eBay really screwed me with the shipping, with some figures being just super knockoff. But lesson learned. Please like and subscribe to the channel if you like your reviews unbiased and real. And do us a favor, guys. Check out these photos that we did. Take it easy.